Our story begins in Sydney, Australia, where we meet 19-year-old JR, also known as Jerry. Jerry has been sentenced to 6 months in jail for drug possession. He is taken to the prison with other inmates on a bus. After a proper check-in, the guards send him to his new cell. He gets a cellmate who is about his age but is terrified because some prisoners sexually assault him. After a haircut, Jerry enters the common area of the jail. He immediately spots Brendan Lynch with his 2 men. Brendan is a Scottish armed robber whom Jerry had actually read about in the news. Brendan is serving a 20-year sentence here for murder and robbery. Brendan is quiet and spends most of his time playing chess. After observing him from a distance for many days, Jerry finally speaks to him. Jerry suggests a chess move and saves Brendan from a checkmate. Brendan, who loves the game, is impressed with him. But instead of being friendly, Brendan coldly tells Jerry to go back to his cell. Jerry soon sees that a criminal named Dave, along with his 2 friends, abuses his cellmate daily because the boy is not physically strong. One night, Jerry sees his cellmate sharpening a toothbrush to defend himself against Dave and his men. The next day, Dave approaches the boy just like every other day. But Jerry starts a fake fight with his cellmate. The guards throw both of them into solitary confinement. For 2 days, this action saves his cellmate from those abusers. However, after coming out of solitary, Jerry sees Dave and his men harassing the boy again. Brendan warns Jerry to mind his own business in jail and stop defending his cellmate, or Dave could come after him too. Tired of the constant torment and abuse, Jerry's cellmate takes his own life at night by cutting his throat with that sharpened toothbrush. After the death of his cellmate, Jerry notices that Dave is now setting his sights on him for abuse. Just like his predecessor, Jerry sharpens a toothbrush and prepares to fight. When Dave and his 2 men finally come after Jerry, Brendan steps in between them. Brendan's 2 henchmen, Sterlo and Merv, manage to scare Dave and his crew away. Brendan then mocks Jerry's toothbrush, saying that Dave and his men are monsters he won't be able to stop with that. Brendan tells Jerry that nothing is free in jail and he can offer him security. The price? 6 months later, when Jerry is released, he has to work for Brendan. Jerry asks for some time to think it over. But the very next day, Dave and his men corner Jerry and forcefully drag him to the washroom. As they begin to assault him, Brendan arrives with Sterlo and Merv. They start severely attacking Dave and his men. Brendan pulls Jerry out of the washroom, while Sterlo and Merv kill Dave and throw him down from the first floor. Dave dies due to his head injuries. 6 months later, Jerry is released from jail. As promised, he immediately starts working for Brendan. Brendan sends him the address of a crime boss named Sam. Jerry goes straight to Sam's office. Sam has already heard about Jerry's arrival, so he gives him a luxurious apartment and a briefcase containing Brendan's belongings. Jerry also meets Sam's nephew, Josh, who is around his age, and whom Jerry instantly dislikes. Jerry goes to the apartment and opens the briefcase. Inside, he finds clothes for Brendan, some fake passports, and a loaded pistol. That night, a girl named Tasha knocks on Jerry's door. She comes in and hands Jerry some cash and a cell phone, telling him that what he has to do next will be communicated via that phone. Tasha leaves quickly without much conversation. 2 days later, the phone rings. Jerry is told to go to an address and meet a man named Wilson. After leaving the city, he reaches the address and meets Wilson. Wilson is an ex-army officer who lives alone in a trailer. He trains Jerry on how to use various weapons like assault rifles and rocket launchers. Afterward, he takes Jerry to an empty field and teaches him how to use all the firepower. After this crash course, Jerry takes a weapon and books a helicopter from a private company for a trip around the city. Once they are airborne, he holds the pilot at gunpoint, turns off the radio, and tells the pilot to fly to the prison where Brendan is locked up. Inside the jail, Brendan, with the help of Sterlo and Murph, creates a diversion. They take a guard hostage, open the doors, and come out to the common area where Jerry is scheduled to pick them up. Jerry arrives in the helicopter, landing right in the common area. He fires at the guards who are coming after Brendan. Brendan grabs an assault rifle from the helicopter and joins the gunfight. Sterlo and Murph provide cover fire, and they all manage to board the helicopter and escape. They fly far away from the prison. After landing near a car, they tie the pilot's hands but leave him alive. In the car, there are new clothes for all 3 of them. After changing, they drive into the city. Murph steps out of the car to grab some food for the group. News of 3 escaped prisoners is playing on the car radio. They learn that Murph was actually serving a sentence for the sexual assault of a girl. Realizing Murph lied to him to gain his friendship in jail, Brendan beats him up, throws him out of the car, and removes him from the group. Jerry, Brendan, and Sterlo then drive to Sam's apartment. Brendan sees the suitcase Sam sent and takes out his pistol. That evening, the three of them attend a party at Sam's house. Sam is thrilled to see Brendan free and gives him an assignment, stealing millions of dollars worth of gold bricks from a refinery. At the same party, Jerry sees Tasha again and starts talking to her near the pool. Sam's nephew, Josh, doesn't like Jerry being close to Tasha and pushes him into the pool. Jerry doesn't know how to swim, and seeing him drown, Tasha pulls him out. Jerry immediately starts fighting with Josh until Brendan steps in and stops him. Angry, Jerry walks out of the party and finds Tasha waiting for him in her convertible car. Tasha takes Jerry to a Chinese restaurant where they have dinner. Jerry asks her why, with such an expensive car, she doesn't run away instead of staying with Sam and his gang. She tells him that Sam is a very dangerous man. She explains that a girl tried to run away before, but Sam's men found her and eliminated her. The next morning, Jerry wakes up to Brendan telling him to stay away from Tasha. He says they have a huge robbery to commit, and he doesn't want Jerry distracted by that girl. The day after, Brendan shows Jerry the theft location. He instructs Jerry to enter a room, take the workers hostage, and unlock the door from the inside for the rest of the crew. Brendan then takes him to a racing track and introduces him to Chris, a sports car driver. Brendan hires Chris as the getaway driver for the heist, and Chris agrees to do it for a large sum of money. The final plan for the robbery is made at Sam's house. But during the planning, Josh and Jerry argue, and Brendan sends Jerry outside. Outside, Jerry sees Tasha again, this time working at a bar, serving drinks to some customers. The men start misbehaving with her. Jerry intervenes, showing them his gun, and they immediately run away. After her shift, Tasha meets Jerry at the beach near his house. Despite being afraid of water, Jerry wades in. They discuss their childhoods and kiss each other. After spending the night together, Tasha gives Jerry a necklace for good luck the next morning. Jerry tells her to pack her belongings, saying that once they get their share of the loot, they will run away together. Jerry meets up with Brendan. That night, they drive to their target in 2 different cars. On the way, Sterlo tells Jerry that he has pulled off even more dangerous heists with Brendan. They all arrive at the location. Using fake IDs from a repair company, they enter the mining site. They send Jerry through the AC duct to the roof of the room where the gold bricks are manufactured. Everyone takes their positions and waits for dawn. As morning arrives and the workers change shifts, Brendan, Sterlo, and Josh enter inside. They kill a guard and disable the cameras and security alarms. Inside, Jerry also jumps out of the AC duct and enters the room. He takes all the workers hostage at gunpoint. He then unlocks the door for Brendan and the rest of the crew. Sterlo and Josh point guns at all the workers to ensure they don't press the panic button. Brendan and Jerry force 2 of the workers to melt the liquid gold and make the bricks. In the next 5 minutes, those 2 workers produce 6 large gold bricks. But then, Josh shoots a worker, claiming he thought the man was going to run away. Brendan is enraged by the stupid discharge of the weapon and kills Josh. He instead instructs Jerry to keep an eye on the remaining workers. Alerted by the gunshot, several police officers have arrived outside. Brendan and the others quickly pack the 6 gold bricks. Cleverly, they exit the building using the workers as human shields. Before the police can react, Brendan and Sterlo start firing at them. Suddenly, Chris speeds in, bringing his customized Jeep forward. Everyone gets in. A police bullet hits Sterlo in the stomach, but Chris successfully drives them out of the area. The police pursue them in a large customized Jeep. But Chris showcases his skilled driving, causing the police to lose control and crash. They manage to get away. Sterlo's condition is critical due to the gunshot wound. He tells Jerry and Brendan that his stolen share of the gold must be delivered to his daughter after he dies. Chris hides the Jeep in his car company's truck and safely delivers them to Sam. Sam is angry at Brendan for eliminating Josh. He tells them to dispose of Sterlo's body and the Jeep, and then meet him while he figures out a way to divide the gold. Following Sam's order, Brendan and Jerry put Sterlo's body in the Jeep and set it on fire. They both then push the burning Jeep into a ditch. Meanwhile, Tasha is packing her things, waiting for Jerry to leave the city. Sam's man, Kent, arrives at her house and tries to kill her. But Tasha manages to injure him and escape from her house. She messages Jerry, "Sam knows everything, he has double-crossed us." Jerry and Brendan stop outside his apartment and see that Sam has given their address to the police. The police are surrounding the house to arrest them. They both quickly flee the scene. Brendan takes Jerry to a graveyard. He digs near a grave and pulls out some money. He tells Jerry that with this money, they will go to Melbourne, as Sam will surely travel there to sell the gold. Jerry texts Tasha his train and seat numbers. Tasha and Jerry meet on the train and arrive in Melbourne with Brendan. After reaching Melbourne, they see their faces on the news regarding the gold heist. However, Sam and his nephew Josh are nowhere to be seen. Brendan sends Tasha out to get food. After she leaves, he starts explaining to Jerry that getting emotional with Tasha isn't wise. He warns that she could cause problems for him in the future. Brendan gives Jerry some money and tells him to pay her off and get rid of her, suggesting that she is that type of girl. Tasha overhears their conversation and runs away in anger. Jerry chases after her, trying to assure her that he doesn't feel that way. Tasha breaks up with him and tells him that once the job is done, Brendan will abandon him too, because he is not trustworthy. Meanwhile, back in the hotel room, when Brendan is alone, a Melbourne gangster named Wayne enters his room with a gun. Wayne informs Brendan that Sam has put a contract out on him. Brendan fearlessly tells him that Sam has double-crossed them. He promises Wayne 5 times the contract money and asks for his help in finding the gold. Brendan gets a tip from a reporter that Sam has set up a meeting with some Russian buyers and is coming to Melbourne today to meet them. Brendan and Jerry go to the location where Sam's nephew, Josh, and Kent have come to finalize the deal. Wayne arrives in his pickup truck and crashes it into the meeting. He and Brendan open fire on Sam's men. Sam's man, Kent, is killed in the shootout, and the Russians flee. Brendan and Wayne manage to catch Josh. Josh refuses to tell them the location of the gold. So, Wayne's men, instead of beating him, strip him naked and lock him in a freezer. Shivering uncontrollably, Josh finally gives Brendan the gold's location after a few minutes. Brendan and Jerry finally retrieve the briefcases full of gold bricks. They take them to their hotel. After changing clothes, they drive back to Sydney from Melbourne. They go to Sam's office and surprise him. Brendan shoots and kills Sam to ensure he never comes after them again. After eliminating Sam, Brendan and Jerry move into a hotel. Brendan keeps the gold briefcases under his bed. Brendan's behavior begins to change drastically. He starts watching Jerry closely, fearing that Jerry might run off with the gold. Unbeknownst to Brendan, Jerry has already secretly made a duplicate key to his room. They buy a new boat so they can leave the country and start a new life. But once they are on the boat, Brendan says his goodbyes to Jerry. He asks Jerry to get off the boat with just 1 gold brick. Jerry has already sensed this double cross. He reveals that there is no gold in those briefcases. The gold is with Tasha. Brendan doesn't believe him, so he goes into the boat and checks the briefcases. Instead of gold, the cases are filled with iron. He comes out, pointing his gun at Jerry. But Tasha calls out from the side. She warns him that if he hurts Jerry, she will keep all the gold and tell the police their location. Brendan is completely bewildered. He can't figure out how the gold vanished. That's when Jerry tells him that he and Tasha never actually broke up. Tasha flew back from Melbourne with him. Jerry had secretly sent her a key to their hotel room. When they went to eliminate Sam, Tasha entered the room, took out the gold bars, and filled the briefcases with iron. Checkmated in his own game, Brendan is utterly embarrassed and, in a fit of rage, grabs Jerry and jumps into the water. But when he realizes Jerry can't swim, he pulls him out and brings him back onto the boat. Jerry tells him he doesn't want to steal all the gold. He says he has learned a lot from Brendan and simply wants to split the gold 50-50. Brendan asks how he can trust Tasha with so much gold. Jerry replies that they love each other. Jerry promises to deliver half the gold to Brendan and returns to Tasha from the boat. They are both incredibly happy that their plan succeeded. In the final scene, we see Brendan at a public laundry to wash his clothes. A woman sitting there recognizes Brendan's face from the newspaper. The police confirm his identity, surround the laundry, and arrest Brendan. A few months later, Brendan is locked up in a high-security prison. He receives a postcard from Jerry. Jerry tells him that half of his gold has been buried near a grave. Along with the postcard is a photo of Tasha, where she is visibly pregnant. Looking at it, Brendan is clearly happy. Jerry hasn't forgotten him, and if Brendan ever gets out, millions of dollars in gold will be waiting for him. The film ends here. Friends, if you loved this intense breakdown, then like it, share it, and smash that subscribe button for Cinemaned. Thank you for watching.